show.
Well, good morning. Oh, no, it's afternoon.
Or should we say good afternoon?
Good afternoon. And I know you're wondering, like, what's me and my son doing on the same opposite sides? Well, he stays in the north, and I stay in the dirty south. Yeah,
Dirty.
the dirty.
Say it isn't so.
Yes. So, Rob, what's the weather like there?
The current weather is sunny with temperature at, let me pull it up on my weather app, 44 Fahrenheit.
Oh.
Feeling like a 36.
Oh, any
How about you?
snow? Because we're live, so you're not going to text me because
I know, right?
you text me during our live. So, any snow? Snow?
No snow.
No drifts.
Snow drift. Oh, well, we want to welcome everybody in. This is a new show for Rob and I. Our moderator and button pusher had to sit next to me, because this is where the button pushing happens. And let me tell you, this is not his show. This is me and Rob's show, my son.
Exactly.
Okay. So, and it's not Max's show.
No.
It's not RG. I don't know all the personalities you have. I don't know.
Well, there's many.
Oh, the YouTube investigation, right? That's the one I like. YouTube investigation. Oh yeah, cruising on the high season travel.
Chicken sandwich eating.
And chicken sandwich
eating.
eating.
Can't forget that one.
Yeah, because we like chicken. That's the only thing we have in common. Chicken. So, how was your weekend?
Very busy.
I know.
I've been working all weekend.
Yeah, I heard you tell him about your weekend. I need to tell you, this was supposed to kick off last year, but I had so many health issues that it couldn't happen. So what we had to do was keep pushing it back. And then it finally happened today.
And finally, we're here.
And we're here.
We're here live.
We're not in the same room, of course. God help us all. God help us all if we're in the same room. But we're not in the same room. Rob is on location in Canada. And I'm in Texas. Yes, Texas.
Texas.
Yes. And he's in
message from
Toronto.
Yeah. So we have some people in. And because Rob and I are bringing you the live stream, I guess you're going to tell us who's in.
Of course.
Okay. Oh, y'all, let me get my segment back. I still do that. Look at these. Aren't these some bad? I got these, just were delivered. I like these.
Those are spots.
Yeah, I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can have it back.
Well, first up in the chat is none other than Danny D, the spectacular supporter.
And she's an angel. If you all did know, she's an angel. Downright angel.
Coming up next is Controversial Cruising.
Yes. And Scott, wherever I go, party time.
And look what he said about you. Whatever team Cheryl is on, I vote that. He said that before the show. I saw that comment come in, and I'm like, that's cool.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm from the dirty, dirty South,
Mm.
Texas.
And
Okay,
then look,
come
you
on.
got your cheerleader right here, Cheryl, Cheryl, Cheryl. And then they come better as a pair. The Cruise Nuts have came in.
Yes, and let me tell you, wherever I go, I take them with me. Well, I
Yes.
don't have those, but I don't know. I'll shut up.
They're never far away. Kimberly Lovell has came in.
Good morning and happy Sunday.
And thank you for pushing the like button.
Good morning.
This is a good button. Thank you for doing that.
Yes.
It looks like that one. Next up is the co-host and the north part of the show, the other half, babies and our other half, cruising on the high
A message
seas.
from the government of Canada.
Oh no, you do it.
Travel.
You're on the show.
I'm here.
No. Let's try the timing over again on this one.
Okay.
Cruising on the high seas.
And travel.
There it is. There it is. Now we can get the party started. Now that the other half is here. Hey, the Butt
Butt
Files have
Files.
made it in.
Yes. They had an interesting live the other day.
Mhm.
Afternoon.
KK's Travel and Education Vlogs has made it in.
Yes.
And everybody is speaking to each other.
Oh my God.
Max has made it into the show.
You know, VentureCast, I was thinking about you the entire weekend. And I think I've asked you this before. If you're going to be on the MSC
Mhm.
Seascape,
November 9th.
and you said you were going to be going somewhere else on a cruise. I can't remember, but Mary Lou Vlogs.
Yeah, Mary Lou Vlogs has made it in.
Hey, lady.
And we're down to the end of the chat so far.
Yes, and our hearts go out to the people that are flooding out down there in Kentucky, because we got some people down there in Kentucky that come.
And supposedly you guys have a new member, Danny D.
Yeah, Danny D. Yeah, she's here.
Yes, yes. Oh my God. I want to thank everybody who's members and mods, and just thank you all, because this is what we had an envision of doing, and it's a brand new show. And what we're doing for this show is we are going to give you 3 news stories a piece, but I cheated. I did 4 of our prospective countries. And we're going to talk about them and see how you feel about what's going on in our country. Okay? Now, you want to go first? We're going to do one, and then I do one, you do one, I do one.
It sounds like a plan.
A plan.
So let me pull up my first news story.
Okay, let's do it.
My first news story is about an airline that's coming back to Toronto Pearson.
Mm.
And of course, all the links to my news stories will be found in my description down below at the end of the show. So I'll have the links there for you. And the first one is on, let me just make sure I can blow it up so I can see it better. Virgin Atlantic.
Mm.
And they're making their way back to Toronto, and they're saying Virgin Atlantic was made I can't say that word, so banana.
Banana, wait, I got it.
I need a banana.
Banana.
I got you.
Returned to Canada with its new daily flights between Toronto and London, Heathrow. The timing couldn't be better, as Canadians are eager to make new travels plans. The airline partner with WestJet, which is one of our major airlines in Canada, provides seamless connections for travelers, and the expansion codeshare agreement offers even more options for Canadian passengers, with Sir Richard Branson leading the way. Virgin Atlantic is pursued for success in the Canadian market once again. It's about time.
Mhm.
The airline continues to the travel, trade, and exceed service, making it a top choice for travelers looking to cross the pond.
Hmm.
So this is great news that we have another airline coming back to Toronto
Yeah.
that will fly you across that pond. Now, I've yet to get to fly with them. Maybe one day in the very near future, with all my travel plans, I probably be flying with them.
Yes.
And hopefully, it will be a pleasant experience than
Mm.
other airlines I have traveled with. Not mentioning any airlines besides American Airlines.
Oh yeah. That was a rough one for you.
That was a rough one. So yeah, no, that is one of my news stories. And what is your thoughts about that, Cheryl, and the chat?
Okay. Let me tell you, if it's a if it's a flight right now, this is just me, my personal whatever's. Um, I'm a little fearful. Never been fearful before in my life, but I'm a little fearful of flying. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be because I'm an experienced traveler, but it's so many coming out of the sky that I not wanting to travel via airplane. It's just not in me right now to fly yet. Um, I don't know.
There's a few more chats that have came in. Danny D says on Cheryl's team. And then Venturecast says that no, I actually have no cruises booked at the moment. I'm flying back to Thailand on the
That's what it
15th
was.
for
He was flying back.
months.
He was flying back. I remember that. He said it in the chat.
Uh-oh. We got our favorite lurker is in the chat. Eddie Lugo Studios has made it in.
Yes, and if you didn't see Eddie's live before us, go over there and watch it after we get off.
Uh-oh, look, your girl's here. Life with Tanisha RN has
oh my
made it in.
God.
From
Really?
the great state of who?
Wait a minute. I want to tell you about what she did yesterday. She did a video of birthday karaoke. You know, her husband was up there singing, and it took me a while because I was Kiss. It was Prince. So I watched you, girl. I did. I really did.
Yep. So we're caught up in the chat. Which one of these stories do you want to cover first?
I don't know. You're going so fast. But I wanted to just but okay, let's go with the one that the CDC and the layoffs. Yesterday, yes, Scott, I was lurking. You know, I was lurking on all y'all because I watch you on the TV. Yesterday, Scott did his podcast, morning podcast on this story. And I had already picked it, so I said I might as well go with it. And that's why I got a fourth one. The CDC layoffs signal bad news for cruise passengers. Well, here's the deal. I don't base my sailing on a cruise line on what the CDC says on their ratings. If it's an 80 and above, I'm good. But I also read an article, and I know you don't like for me to summarize my news stories when Eddie is off, but I don't like the fact that the CDC may not be doing any cruise lines ratings, and if you notice, I'm not slandering a cruise line, but Princess has a lot of outbreaks, and this is my other story because I wanted to tie them all in together. It's not good. I know NCL, before you go into their dining room, not dining room, washy,
happy.
yes, they do this.
And sing a song and play a guitar.
Yeah, on the Getaway, they played a guitar, I believe. Yes. So the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wants to make the agency more effective to improve the health of the nation. So I'm not understanding how cruise ships, I don't understand that. However, his reconstructing plans may have just wiped out some crucial public health programs in the process, including one that helps to control illness outbreaks on cruise ships. Just like I said, it's a man. I really wanted to make comments on Scott's podcast when he covered it, but I didn't have my phone. My phone was in my bag and it was not anywhere over here. A major overhaul of the agency that began with thousands of layoffs on April 1st axed a critical environmental health division that helps to protect public health. Cruise ship sanitation is a must because we're floating around on a hotel.
Yeah, it's like a floating hotel.
Yeah, and it's like, are you serious? This is not good. But as long as, because you wash your hands, stick your hands in that machine that they got right before you get on into the main the Lido deck or the marketplace or whatever it's called on your ship. Stick your hands down there and just go forward, because I don't usually eat that much in the main dining room on Carnival. And that being said, it's because there are little kids and people that don't stick their hand under that machine that gives out.
That spits out the dispenser of the sanitizer.
Yeah. So I have a problem with that. So I look to see where the most people are eating, and I go to the other place that people aren't eating. This is what I do. This is what I do. Or I always order room service because I have a lot of underlying conditions that I can't get sick. Among the cuts was the agency's entire division of environmental health science and practice, according to the list obtained by Politico. I don't understand. I really don't. If they're trying to help the nation, the United States, to stay
healthy,
yeah, they're not doing a good job by cutting the division that monitors that kind of stuff and lets people know. With the recent uptick in cruise ship neurovirus outbreaks, and the ones that I've been reading the most are on Princess, even though we're going on Princess December the 8th of this year. It's concerning news for cruise passengers. It really is. I didn't know Holland America had multiple neurovirus outbreaks on its ships in 2025. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. But I do know.
They be picking on Princess a lot, though.
Yeah, I do know that Princess has them all day, every day. Well, I shouldn't say that because
That's what we hear about the most.
Yeah.
Princess.
Yeah, because Princess takes off from down here, like the Regal Princess and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But not anymore. The last Regal Princess will be in 2025, earlier, like March, and after March 2025,
Mm-hmm.
there's
They're
no.
gone.
They're gone. You
Well,
know.
They're gone already,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Wait, Life with Tanisha, no, that was not my husband. That was our friend. Bobby was sitting next to me singing while I was filming.
Oh, well, he surely came through. I thought it was Prince, girl. Wait. Okay, come on.
And Irish Urgello has made it in. Hello.
Good
Welcome
morning.
in.
Afternoon. I'm gonna keep saying that.
I know, right? Look, the cruise nuts have left a bunch of pineapples in the chat.
It was a
It's a complete mess, period.
Wait.
Yeah.
But at least you had fun.
Look at this. They come out of the restroom without washing hands. Grown people. I see it all the time.
Yes,
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
I see it, and it makes me not, necessarily.
That's disgusting.
I preach room service all the time, but it doesn't happen. I do. I do. I preach.
And for me, like those hand dispensers where you just put your hand underneath and it spits out the sanitizer.
Yeah.
I see one. Without thinking, I'm just going.
Yeah.
Even though I may have just done it previously, like 5-10 minutes ago, I'll do it again.
Oh, look, Eddie's getting beat up right now. I keep losing signal. Storm is kicking butt.
I know, Eddie. We see it on the Weather Channel this morning. It was coming your way. We got slammed. We drove through it this morning. We got slammed with the weather.
First thing, 2:00 in the morning.
It was bad down here. And we have debris. When we came back, there was debris all over the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So the wind was really bad down here.
Yep. That's all caught up in the chat, but let's cross back over to the north and see what Rob's next story is.
Let's do this.
All right. My next story is still staying with Viking. We're now talking about Viking. So Viking limited time April sale is offering increased savings and incredible on river, ocean, and experience cruises, from free airfare to low deposits. This promotion is preferred for travelers looking for all-inclusive expenses, with offerings like free airfare, savings of up to $5,500 per couple, and a $25 deposit. This sale is a great opportunity to book your next adventure. Whether you're interested in a river, ocean, or experience to banana.
Oh, I got you.
I need that banana.
I got you.
Banana.
Viking has something for everyone during this special promotion. Don't miss out on these amazing deals available from April 1st to the 30th of 2025.
Okay. Now I'm holding my hands, Rob, because $25 deposits. Oh my God, that's something that God has said do. Right.
I don't know. I hear voices, Rob.
Yeah, my nephew overtook the chocolate milk.
Oh, snap.
Oh, wow.
So in my household, literally, you gotta put your dukes up, and when chocolate milk is there, you need to snatch it.
Yes,
fast, because it goes fast.
Hands down there. I can hear you.
I know you can, and I'm just as guilty.
I can hear you.
Life with Tanisha RN says I slept through it, but woke up this morning with with thundering and lightning.
Oh God,
Yeah,
girl.
man.
It was raining
Terrible.
like it was a tropical storm. That's what it was that's
Okay,
how it was raining.
which brings me to our first Would You Rather for the show. Jeremy's got a surprise. Would you rather chocolate or strawberry milk?
Neither. Ugh.
Chocolate or strawberry milk?
Yeah, let us
Gotta
know
be
in the chat.
It's
Let
gotta
us
be
know
chocolate.
in the chat.
It's
Yep.
got to be chocolate.
or
I don't like
strawberry.
either one.
Mm.
I really don't. I like chocolate. I don't like cold.
And we could also one up it. You know, I know what would get a good reaction is chocolate or strawberry ice cream.
Oh, I like a mix.
Because the swirl on Carnival with the froyo, that is some good stuff.
Well, I like it mixed.
Yep.
Yeah, like for me, when I go cruising, after breakfast, say if I went to Savor, using Norwegian for an example.
Hmm.
After I gone to Savor or Taste, wherever I went for breakfast in the morning, as a sit-down restaurant where they serve us.
Yes,
Mhm.
love
When
it.
I'm done eating, I'll go up to the Lido into the buffet and I'll snatch a couple chocolate milks and I'll store them in my stateroom fridge
Yes.
Yes,
because
That's what Hannah
you
does.
can only get it during breakfast time.
That's it.
So
And
during
Hannah-
the day, if I want some, I got it.
Denny D says on this segment we talk about Rob talk about his nephew taking some of the milk. Mm.
Right. Mm.
Yep. Eddie Lugo has come in with the first vote. Chocolate.
Really, Eddie? I didn't think you were a
It's the
chocolate
battle.
milk
Chocolate.
drinker.
Well, no, I upped it to ice cream. So now it's either going to be ice cream or milk. I kind of switched up the question right in the middle of it. So,
Mm.
But it still says chocolate for me.
yep.
Yeah.
All right. And we are all caught up in the chat again, which means that it is now time for Baby
Hmm.
to come in with another show. I mean, another story.
So I don't need another show.
I know, right?
Wait. Okay, this is another one. I'm tying them all together for you guys. Norovirus sickens over 200 cruise ship passengers on month-long voyages, diarrhea and throwing up. I wish you would play that clip that's right there.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Let me present the screen here. And then the window is this one.
Mhm. We're going to play this clip. After this commercial
Mm-hmm.
or ad. Skip ad.
It could get ugly. Norovirus cases are rising here in the United States, especially across the Northeast, where the nasty stomach bug has been spreading easily because of cold weather. The CDC says diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, and stomach pain are the most common symptoms of the norovirus. Let's bring in family and emergency medicine doctor and Fox News contributor, Dr. Jeanette Neshawat. Doctor, thanks very much for giving us a little bit of medical advice here. Let's put up the symptoms on the screen. First of all, a lot of people know what it is, what it feels like, but it's pretty common this time of year. Diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, and stomach pain. Those are the most common symptoms, according to the Centers for Disease Control. How do you avoid it, doctor? That's what we really want to know.
Hey, John. Yes, norovirus is actually one of the most common causes of vomiting, diarrhea, and foodborne illness worldwide and in the United States. And it can be very unpleasant and it is highly contagious. And what you can do to help prevent it, one of the best things that you can do to help prevent catching this virus is keeping your hands washed and clean. That means washing your hands before you eat, washing your hands before you prepare or handle food, and of course, washing your hands after you use the restroom, after you change a diaper, making sure that you are washing your fruits and vegetables. That is very important, especially leafy vegetables And if you're going to be cooking any shellfish, you want to make sure you cook it thoroughly, because this virus can, last up to 145 degrees Fahrenheit in heat. And then, of course, you want to make sure you are cleaning and disinfecting surfaces.
Mhm.
And it has to be with a bleach solution. Using hand sanitizer alone may not kill this virus. And then if you are ill, you want to make sure that you are not preparing or handling food or medicines for other people in the household as well, because that is another way that you could spread it. This virus is spread from person to person, from someone who is infected, and it can also spread via contaminated food or contaminated liquids, and then also contaminated surfaces.
And if you do catch it, what's your best advice, doctor?
So the most important thing is hydration. So keep your hands washed and clean, making sure you're sipping on fluids, because one of the complications that we see from the norovirus is dehydration. And this is very common. We have about 500,000 visits to the emergency department every single year in the United States because of this virus. And some of those people get admitted because they need hydration, IV fluid hydration. But at home, for most people, the symptoms of vomiting, diarrhea, or upset stomach last usually about 2 to 3 days. The best thing for you to do is make sure that you are staying hydrated and then seeking medical care if your symptoms worsen.
Those are 2 to 3 days too much, that's for sure. Dr.
For
Jeanette
real.
Bushwash, thanks.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yes, and let me tell you, again, bringing it all back to cruising, I do a lot of room service. I even do it on Carnival where you pay as you go. What was that?
It was an ad playing.
Oh, so sorry about that. But we are very conscious about where I eat on a ship because of the fact that I have underlying conditions, a lot of them. And I don't do a lot of that mixing and mingling, I bring my own cup. I mean, in fact, we all do on the cruise. We bring our own cup. And thanks to V, we got
some custom cups.
We got some custom cups.
They're full of hearts and love. I'm telling you, Call Me V brought those all the way from Canada, and
she's a smuggler, y'all. She brought us some syrup too.
Oh yeah, that syrup is gone too.
Yeah,
yes it is.
I think we all drank it. It was maple.
That's facts.
Yes, it was some good, and she gave us some chocolate. So much chocolate that we were able to share with Eddie,
and that's another or like a similarity between our two countries as well. Whenever she brought that Arrow candy, you guys have that candy called Arrow, and it's like it's really good. It reminds me of Bluebell ice cream. Okay, it's really light and airy, but it's still got that chocolate punch.
It's got that
you're gonna be satisfied after eating just as satisfied after eating Arrow as you are after a Hershey. And that's a similarity, but also a slight difference that I admire about our countries.
Right.
Yeah, and then with Arrow, we also have it in mint flavor. Mint.
Oh
yeah, both.
We had both. She brought everything down.
All of that.
She brought it all down.
Yep.
She did. She really did. And if you are in the chat and you want to connect to each other, please type in creator.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, what is your callback?
Creator.
Okay. Well, that will work. We are still caught up in the chat, which means that we need to cross back over to the north side and see what's going on in the north side.
In the news.
All right. And my last story I have comes from the province of Quebec.
Okay.
Our French province.
Mm.
And it is about a water park that they are getting.
Mm.
So Quebec is set to welcome the largest water park ever built in the province. Banana.
I got you.
Exactly. I can't say the French word. I don't speak French.
Oh, he does.
Water Park, a project by investors Ray Jr., inspired by the culture of French banana. The park will
Banana.
offer a unique experience with thrill rides, exciting areas, and venues. The park design will recreate the warm assume of the island, making it a heaven of peace and enjoyment for visitors of all ages. Water Park is not only expected to boost Quebec's tourism industry, but also create over 1,000 jobs and attract visitors from around the world. With partners already in place, the park is projected to become a must visit destination for families and travelers alike.
That'll work. They get a new water park up there.
Mm.
Yeah, brand new water park. And the only water park that I know about that we have is either at Canada's Wonderland, where I love to go,
Mm.
which it's a water park and a thrill park tied in one.
Mm-hmm.
And the other water park is like maybe half an hour away from me. It used to be called Whitewater Kingdom.
Mm.
Now it's Wet and Wild,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
as they were rebranded. And that's just strictly a water park.
See you.
Yep. We'll see you in 10 days. Cruise nuts.
Can't wait.
uh-huh.
These nuts.
So those are the only water parks that I know about.
These nuts.
Those nuts.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. And then I think we may still have. Oh, wait a minute. Rudy Fern with Autism Homestead has made it in. Hello.
Yes.
How are you today?
And welcome.
If you are a creator, please type in the word hashtag creator or just plain creator in the chat, and Nightbot will be sure to drop your link for you.
Drop
Thanks
it
for
like
tuning
it's
in.
hot. Yes.
So we're crossing back over, and do we want to? I'm not sure that I can get this because they're asking me to do this right here. So we may have to just do this one.
Okay, that's what I really wanted to do.
Oh, cool.
Yes. MSC opens new cruise terminal in Miami.
Woohoo.
Whoa. And the reason why I decided to do that is because here in Galveston, they're opening up a new cruise terminal in Galveston.
Mm-hmm.
Terminal 16, MSC will be here November the 9th. And I know they'll be here sooner than that. And plus, I wanted to see who was all going to be at our opening.
Right.
You know, and it appears all the bigwigs at MSC will be here at the opening.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, this is good. They do the ribbon cutting ceremony on Saturday, you know, because we're leaving out on a Sunday, I believe. The event was attended by key executives of the company, in addition to local and national authorities from the United States and Italy. So I know our mayor is going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I know all the big people that, you know, when we go down to the terminal for these meetings that they have down there, all the big name people in the city are going to be there. The chairman of MSC Group Cruise Division took the stage during the ceremony to highlight the new facility and to thank all partners involved in the project. So, man, I can't wait till they get here because it's bringing a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a fully automated system that will load 27,000 pieces of luggage each day.
Mm.
Whoa. Don't get my luggage mixed up with somebody else.
That's why you can't have nothing hanging off the side of the bag.
Stop it. Stop it. Really stop it.
Automatic baggage handling process.
Mm.
Mhm.
New terminal was developed to provide an experience where every step is carefully streamlined for a stress-free embarkation. Now, I don't know about anything, but I know a little bit about something. If they can streamline the embarkation process, because they bumped me up to a gold because I'm a platinum on Carnival.
Mhm.
And that's another thing. If you're wanting to cruise with MSC, you must, this is a must, you must
Status
match,
match.
status match with them before you book your cruise. And that's what we did. We all did that, so.
Yep.
There is covered drop-off zone for buses, taxis, and ride shares. See, I'm thinking that's what they're going to do down there. Guests who have opted into the biometric journey can simply scan their passport and look at the camera of one of the terminal's 18 biometric face pods for validation.
Yeah.
Man, so we know what to expect.
It's,
additional
e-gates,
exclusive
biometric e-gates. There no longer has to be a human there.
Yes, somebody
That
lost their job.
Yeah, 22 people. The terminal uses 22 biometric e-gates to finalize the embarkation process. Those are 22 jobs that got replaced.
Guests of the MSC Yacht Club, the cruise line's luxury ship within a ship concept, also have exclusive access to private lounge to enjoy drinks and snacks. Guests will discover 7 curated works of art commissioned through the Miami-Dade County Art in Public Places program. That's a good one. Additional exclusive artworks enhance the MSC Yacht Club private lounge. Well, now we know what will be happening.
Yep, that's in Miami. But here in Galveston, it's going down November 9th. I know that.
Yes.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got, okay, wait a minute. Hang on. We got a future announcement and the programming update here coming in from the co-host. Cruising on the High Seas and Travel says, thanks for coming out this afternoon. Can't wait to host another one for all of you next month on May 4th. That is right.
Yes, we're doing it once a month, the first of every month, the first Sunday of every month.
Yes. So
Yes.
be here or be uninformed, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a lot of action-packed news stories coming at you for all of the other future episodes. But unfortunately, we must take an early leave today off of the show. Thank you for coming in for the first episode. I believe this was a banger.
A banger?
Yeah.
Banger can
This
mean
was
something
nice.
else.
Oh, no.
No, Banger's good.
Banger's good.
No, this
It
means
was.
something
It's a
else in my
banger.
mind.
We had quite a few people in here today.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Thank you all for coming in.
And we
love
really
y'all.
appreciate you. We really do.
Yep.
And of course, if you are catching the replay, leave us 3 cruise ships in the chat down below.
Oh, yeah. 3.
Not just 2.
3.
3.
3 cruise ships.
Oh.
Shh. But we have to go. We have to run. Well, I'm not going to run because, I can't run. But he's
I'm connecting with the channels that came in today
mhm.
that are new to us, and we would appreciate a visit back to our channel. We're definitely gonna go check out your content. That's why I'm going ahead and hitting that thing, that subscribe button, which I need all of you to do before you leave, and hit the like button if you enjoyed today's episode.
And thank you for coming in.
Definitely thank you for all coming in. We look forward to hosting another one for you next month.
Thank you. May 4th.
May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you. I know, right?
Oh, don't do that.
Yes, sir.
Don't do that.
And I when I saw it was May 4th, it's like that's quite fine. May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, my
So
God.
I'm gonna try hard to find a Star Wars
Fan.
article that's attached.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Star Wars fan is
Hey,
Eddie.
well,
all day, every day.
But no, also Disney Cruise Lines may have a Star Wars something going on, so look for that particular story.
They always do.
Right.
Yeah.
And may the 4th be with you. Shoot, we'll see you again next time.
Yes. Have a good day, you guys.